y'all know about sports.
You are now listening to the best damn sports podcast. Period. I am Bree Nicole.
And I'm Vicki D.
Happy New Year.
It's the new year.
Hey.
It's the new
What was your New Year's?
year.
Is there any goals you have set for 2021?
Or resolutions.
Nah, more like goals.
Okay, well,
Excuse me. Sorry, guys.
yeah, I have one goal. So one of my goals is to slow down.
Okay.
Because I rush for no reason.
Okay.
And I just need to slow it down. That's one of them.
Okay. Mm-hmm. One of mine is to continue to grow in everything that I'm doing. Mm-hmm. The podcast for one,
Right?
And just like other small little things I want to pick up and do, just continue to like grow those.
Yeah,
and,
I know. One of those is you got a camera for Christmas.
We litty. Yeah, so I want to pick up photography. Mm-hmm. So yeah, that's one of the goals. So when we drop new merch, I got us.
So pictures by her.
Pictures by Bree Nicole. You know. But yeah, I'm looking forward to whatever 2021 brings. It cannot get any worse than 2020.
It could.
It could.
But we hope.
But I'm praying and hoping it does not.
Right.
So I'm just ready for like something new.
Yeah, I mean, it's just another day.
Listen, this is January 3rd.
Today.
My birthday in 15 days. Lit.
Plans.
I got you.
Plans. Let the people know.
So because we're still in a pandemic, it isn't really much we can do. I'm just gonna have a kickback.
Okay.
It's a theme. It's like a jogger set, like kickback. So just come like in your favorite jogger set.
I'm there, right?
Facts. I mean,
okay, I got my jogger already.
So it's gonna be like, yeah,
I got it.
I'm not inviting the whole world, but like just those who I'm really close with. Mm-hmm. Facts. Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Step out of your mouth. I got you.
And I think that's a really cool thing because it's like relaxed. Just come out and chill. We can play games.
Right.
Just small kickback. And that's gonna be it.
What's up.
But like along with that, a new year, a new season has already started.
Yes.
It started a couple days before Christmas.
You talking about NBA?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. December 22nd.
Yeah. How was your Christmas?
My Christmas was chill.
Okay.
We didn't do too much, obviously. So I just, hung out at my mom's house.
Okay.
Ate. She cooked chitlins since like 10 years. It's been 10 years since. I don't eat them.
No God. No ma'am. No Sam. What? Hey, it's just not for me. It's not for me. It doesn't cleanse my palate. It's not for me. It's not for me. But if you're my dad eats them too, but it's not for me.
Yeah, I don't.
I'd rather eat crayons.
With the booty meat, I can't.
I'd rather eat crayons.
What did you do?
So my family, it's really large. So usually my dad and his siblings, we get together and have like Christmas together, whether it's a couple days before Christmas or on Christmas Day. Mm-hmm. We usually get a hall or go to somebody's house that's big enough, like that houses all.
Okay, yeah.
But with the pandemic, we couldn't do that. So we did a Zoom meeting or like a Zoom call.
How did that go?
And we did Secret Santa. So my cousins had set up a thing where if you wanted to participate, you got a particular name of like one of the other cousins, and so you bought that person like one of their gifts on their wish list off of Amazon. Mm-hmm. And so you mailed it to their house.
Oh, okay.
And so like on the Zoom call, we opened up the gift that we received like from our Secret Santa. It was really cool.
That's cool.
It was just nice to see everybody because you haven't seen them in so long because of the pandemic. Just to hear everybody's voices and just to see everybody was doing great.
Right.
To see everybody was healthy and none of us have had COVID-19. That it was just a blessing to see. And then me and my mom went to see my grandma as always, which was fun. So it was a really chill Christmas.
Cool.
I watch Christmas movies all day. I'm already in the Christmas spirit, like for Christmas 2021. I just love Christmas.
I was not in the Christmas mood at all.
That's all I played was Christmas songs.
It was just, I think the older I get, the more I'm just like not into these holidays anymore. It
Not
could be
me.
Christmas, Thanksgiving,
Not
St.
me.
Patty's Day, Valentine. I'm just not into that
Not me.
anymore.
Not me. So Christmas is like aside from my birthday, is one of my favorite
See,
holidays.
that's the only thing my birthday and everybody else's birthday.
Well, you should be excited for like Valentine's Day this year.
No. I don't know.
But you're dating.
Am I?
Are you?
Am I?
Maybe. Maybe. Okay, but let's get into these games.
Yes.
Basketball is up and running.
Yeah. It's gonna be a kind of a short preview episode.
True.
But first, before we get into those, we got to shout out to Becky Hammon.
Shout out to Becky, legendary.
We gotta give it out. Shout out to the legend, Becky Hammon. She became the first woman to serve as a head coach in NBA history. So,
kudos to her. She's legendary.
Yes. Yeah, she played like 15 seasons. In the
Yeah, and she went into the league undrafted. She was not drafted into WNBA. She was not drafted, and then in 2008, for the Olympics, when she wasn't picked for the USA Olympic team, she played for Russia just to be a part of that experience.
Right.
So she's legit. She is the assistant head coach. She's the assistant coach for the Spurs, and she was
Alongside
able to
Greg Popovich.
Pop is that guy,
right?
But she was able to be head coach because Pop got ejected.
I feel like he did that on purpose.
Well, he did
to give her the opportunity to shine.
I don't care if Pop did it on purpose or if it was an accident. Give
but
her that moment.
Not on purpose in like a bad way.
Yeah,
you know
whether he did it on purpose anyway, just for her to shine or not.
Right.
Give her that moment, and
That's what I love about
that. Yeah. And
I
think their players on their team, they know who she is and
they respect her.
And they respect her. So
yeah. Other players like LeBron, he talked about it. Kyrie talked about it.
Yeah, she's legendary.
Yeah.
I think the people who like had a problem with it are those who troll online, who have never stepped foot on the court.
So I've seen and I should not do this. I don't know why I do this, but I did read some comments from men.
I didn't. I will not.
From men, like you said, have not picked up a ball in their life.
Or can't even go toe to toe with Becky Hammon.
Yeah, okay. Like as of right now,
she will sleep you. Like don't do that.
Yeah, I did see some comments like majority of men was like, oh, women can't coach and she shouldn't be coaching in the WNBA when there's tons of men who are already coaching in the WNBA.
Tons of men coaches.
Or she should be coaching in the NBA, yeah. So
okay, whatever. They probably have.
I mean, she in the game that they played against the Lakers, in the game that she did coach, they did end up losing. So it was like 121 to 107. But
so what?
I mean,
so what? I still feel like give her that moment. She's legendary, and those who are trolling and making those negative comments, they have never stepped foot on the court, and they wouldn't last on the court with Becky Hammon. So bottom line. But kudos to her.
Yes.
I think that was an awesome moment, like for her.
I don't know. Like I feel like Pop, he gonna retire real soon. I feel it. Like I feel like he's just gonna retire like in a couple of years.
So you think Pop real close to his end?
Yeah, I feel like he just be getting ejected for no reason.
And he's the new head coach now for the USA men's Olympic team. He's the coach. It's no longer Coach K. It's Pop.
Okay.
Like how Gino is no longer the women's head coach, is Don Staley. So yeah, Pop is the new coach. I think he's gonna coach them if they do Tokyo this year because it was supposed to be last year.
Oh yeah, that's right. They still doing it. Now they got the
vaccines
out and everything.
I hope because I look forward to the Olympics.
I look forward to it too.
I look forward to the Olympics. Yeah. So
2020 could have been a great year, but we're not going to do. We're not.
And you right, like I'm not gonna.
It could have been a great.
It could have been a great year,
man.
It could have been a great year, man. But I'm not gonna say that I think Pop is gonna retire like tomorrow. But
that's not what I'm saying. I feel.
I do think he's getting older, and he may feel like, all right, let's winnow this on down a little bit. But regardless, Popovich is one of the elite coaches in this league, and he's very well respected.
For sure.
Yeah. But like once again, kudos to Becky Hammon. I feel like her time is coming for her. I want her time to come just for her to like coach her own team. Mm-hmm. And I think that's gonna come. I believe,
and hopefully it'll inspire a lot of other women to,
or the league to hire more women.
Right.
Just hire more women. I mean, and I think when she gets her opportunity, I think she would be amazing. Mm-hmm. So I'm waiting on that moment.
Right.
Kudos.
I mean, it took about 75 years, but that's cool. Yeah.
Man. We'll take it. It's a step in the right direction. A step in the right direction.
All right, so we're going to get into Shaq. Okay, so he made some comments. I don't know if you've heard them, but
I did.
You did? Okay, so he made some.
Yeah,
a couple of days ago, he was talking about LeBron James, and he was talking about how LeBron James could be the greatest player if he did these two things. Mm-hmm. If he passes Kareem for all-time scoring title, and if he ties Michael Jordan with 6 rings.
Okay, so
he feels like, so will LeBron become the GOAT if he achieves both of those? That is the question. So we do know that he passed Kobe last year on the all-time scoring list. He did.
Kobe went from being in second place to third because now LeBron's in second. Mm-hmm. If he passes Kareem and he gets 2 more titles underneath his belt, will he be GOAT status?
Well, he already has 5, so
he got 4.
No, LeBron has. He has 4. Oh, yeah, 4. He do have 4.
It was 2 in Miami.
I'm tripping.
No, it was
1 in Cleveland, right?
Yeah. So it was 2 in Miami, 1 in Cleveland, and now with the Lakers. So he has 4.
Right. I mean, the dude.
He's still playing at his age. He just turned 36.
Yeah.
He is still playing at an amazing clip. Mm-hmm. You can never knock him as a player. Like, he may not be our favorite player because of certain things that he does, but
you can't deny like that.
You cannot deny that, like, what he does on the court.
Right.
And I think many people already view him as a GOAT status.
Oh, a lot of people do. A lot of LeBron stans do.
I think he's amazing at what he does. I'm not gonna say he's gonna be GOAT status.
I mean, numbers don't lie. Like, he's like on lists. Like, he's already
top tier.
Near MJ. They're putting him at like MJ status. Like, so. Yeah. I mean,
but it's a lot of GOATs in this league.
Right. Because I mean, you got to look at different eras. You know what I'm saying? The game wasn't the same. Right. The game wasn't the same in each decade. So it's like you can't really say who's the GOAT. Because, I mean, I don't know.
I mean, I'm not going to say what Shaq said was wrong, but I'm not going to agree. Because I feel like Michael Jeffrey Jordan is Michael Jeffrey Jordan for a reason. Like, he's Michael Jordan for a reason. Like, Michael Jordan will always be the GOAT. He will always be the greatest. And here's the thing. I don't think that the players look at this stuff the same way we look at it. I don't think they worry about, am I the GOAT? Because they just go out there and play or just go about their day.
Right. I mean, people like to leave out. I mean, there's many different type of GOATs because you got Bill Russell, who got the most championships, 11. Yeah. I mean, would you consider him the GOAT because he got the most
Larry
rings?
Bird is a GOAT, or Magic Johnson is a GOAT. Kobe is a GOAT. Allen Iverson, though he doesn't have any rings, he's definitely a GOAT.
Considered a GOAT in my eyes.
Tim Duncan, like, all these people are GOATs.
So people saying the word GOAT.
They use it
like they like you said, they're using it
way too much.
Right.
But I'm never gonna knock what LeBron James has done for the league and is doing at his age and so forth. I think I've said it before. He is not my favorite player. He plays for my favorite team, so I'm. But he's great. Like you cannot knock what he does on and off. You cannot knock what he does on the court and off the court. And currently at his age, he's playing at a superior clip.
He got several more years. He still got some years. So ain't no telling what he will accomplish, by then. So maybe he will pass. Maybe he will achieve those two things. So
and maybe he will pass Michael Jordan in championships and Kareem on the all-time score. He may pass those people, but that's not gonna knock what they did in their time. That's not going to dismantle like Michael Jordan as the greatest of all time. Michael Jordan did stuff that other players. He changed the way of the game. People were Jordans because of Michael Jordan.
Right.
He played the game.
I mean, just like when Larry Bird and Magic Johnson changed the game in the 80s. Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
But then, you got some people that, who feel like LeBron ain't the GOAT. Because, he went to the finals with, like, how many times? And he's, like, 3 and 6?
So what?
Whatever in the finals, you know what I'm saying? So like, what? That don't make him the GOAT because it didn't take Michael that many times to, you know what I'm saying, get to the finals and win. I'm just saying, you got
I
them
get what
people.
You're saying. Yeah.
That like, he ain't no GOAT because of that. You know what I'm saying?
But you cannot knock like what he has done in this game. You cannot. It's no way you can take or look at the way he has played and is still playing and say like, oh, well, he ain't all that. Or you would be lying to yourself. I would be lying because I'm not the type of person. Like, no. I think if he gets to those points, I think it's... And like you keep saying, it's a different era. The style of game has changed. The style of play is different. I think if he does those... I think most people already view him as GOAT status anyway, so this is like kind of null and void. I'm not going to say what Shaq said is incorrect. You just got to wait and see. It's kind of like a waiting game, just to wait and see like what is going to happen.
Yeah.
I mean, but 4 championships is amazing. Most players don't even have a championship. It's a small circle of people in the NBA that have won a championship. It's not a lot of people. So to even win one, you did it. To even win one, that's amazing.
Yeah. So he got about 4 more good years left in the tank. So,
or that'll be like me saying with the WNBA, Diana Taurasi to me is GOAT status in the WNBA. Sue Bird, and Sue Bird is the same thing, but Sue Bird has 4 championships and Diana only has 3. Does this make Diana like less of a GOAT status? No.
Yeah.
So
you can't determine anyone as GOAT. I mean, it's only how, I mean,
I guess it's your perception.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
So I don't know. People have different opinions on who the GOAT is. It don't mean all y'all wrong. It's just a matter of opinion, basically. So we want to give a shout out also because we just found out like Tim Duncan or Melo passed Tim Duncan for the 14th all time in scoring.
Shout out to them
on Friday. It's past Friday, so. Shout out to LeBron or LaMelo. I mean, not LaMelo. I'm getting LaMelo and Carmelo confused.
Shout out to
Carmelo, not LaMelo.
I think that's pretty dope, especially knowing like what Melo went through since like still play. That's pretty dope. And shout out to Tim Duncan because he's legendary too. So congrats to Carmelo on that achievement. I think whenever you can pass anybody on like any of these lists or whatever, that's an achievement. You can like add to your resume. All right, that's another notch underneath my belt. So congrats to him.
Yep. All right, so we got to get into some of these teams.
Hey.
So I mean, the NBA started December 22nd. It's kind of too early to kind of predict which team will make the finals and whatnot. I want to start out with the Grizzlies. So Ja Morant is out.
I know he injured.
He's out for like 3 to 5 weeks.
Okay.
With a ankle sprain. So they are like I've seen a couple of games or whatever. They're more than capable of playing without him. Until he comes back. So they got a good squad. So I'm not really worried about them right now. The Bucks. I don't know if you've been watching them, but they've been winning out like these past couple of games. They've been winning out by blowouts. Some of them. Like the last game I seen, they won by like 20-some points. But Giannis finally, I feel like, has players that can help him out. Like a lot of his teammates can really shoot threes. Giannis can too, but I feel like
that's not his strong suit.
No, it is. I'm just saying he has other people that can help him out. But I feel like Giannis, gets fouled a lot. So maybe he should just kind of practice, more on the free throws and like his mid jump shots, concentrate on that. Because like I said, like most of all his teammates can shoot threes, so that's not a problem.
Yeah.
So, and then the Hornets,
LaMelo.
So I mean, the only reason why people are watching the Hornets is because of LaMelo. Let's be honest. They just want to see what he can do.
That's funny.
Do you see the court? They court?
No, I haven't.
Oh, that court kind of nice. Yeah.
I've
seen these teams showcase a lot of their new uniforms. Like Dallas Mavericks, they got some pretty nice uniforms. San Antonio went kind of back retro.
I think everybody is happy to like be back in a like home courts.
Right.
I think they were waiting on this moment.
Like some of these uniforms, pretty nice.
And even playing without fans, I feel like they still giving it they all.
Yeah, which is they should, but
they should. You should.
So back to LaMelo. So LaMelo. And a lot of people feel this way. He needs to be a starter. Like, I don't know why he's not a starter. What?
He come off the bench. Is he like six man off the bench?
He's coming off the bench, but he needs to be a starter because why isn't he not? So I know it's only been a few games, but he looks amazing out there. Like the transition from playing high school to like coming into the NBA is like flawless. Like,
and he played overseas.
Yeah, so like I feel like he's played with a lot of older people. It looks like so he looks really like I feel like he was born to play, and I feel like he's mentally ready, and poised for his age.
This is
to be a rookie. So he's getting way comfortable. Each game he's getting comfortable on the court. He's a great scorer, no doubt. He's an excellent passer. He makes good plays, good decision making, good asset to the team. So, yeah, he needs to be starting. Because I feel like when he starts, like, the flow is better.
Okay.
Like, they be on runs.
Okay.
But once he on the bench, it's like the other team kind of...
You have to adjust to the new rhythm once you come out the bench.
Yeah, so I just feel like he should be a starter. So, but shout out to LaMelo. We don't want to compare him to his brother, but it's kind of obvious. It's kind of... I mean, Lonzo got his own style to play, but...
So when they have their first matchup...
That's going to be interesting. I can't wait to see that.
That's gonna be a...
You know they're gonna be guarding each other, right?
Brother versus brother.
You know they're gonna be guarding each other.
It's kind of like when Steph and Seth play together.
Yeah. I think the Hornets they have they got twins. There's some twins on that team, Cody and Caleb Martin.
What?
Yeah. Yeah, they actually play on the same team. That's kind of interesting. So yeah.
So I'm waiting for their first matchup, Lonzo and LaMelo. I wonder what their dad is thinking now.
Man.
I wonder what LiAngelo was doing because he was on the squad for a good
with the Pistons. Yeah,
hot
they was like, we don't need you. Maybe they did. Maybe they do now.
He was on the squad for a good hot second.
Like literally hot second.
A hot second, and his dream was I hope somebody else because like I don't know. I always feel bad for those players like who get picked up and then let go immediately. But it's the way of the game. It is the way of the game.
It's the way it happens.
It's the way of the game.
What other team?
Okay, so everybody, you all know I love Kevin Durant. He plays for the Brooklyn Nets now. He joined with Kyrie Irving. before the season started, it was all of this talk about how they were going to be a duo. It was going to be great. I'm not saying they are not great, but I will say that I thought that they would be blowing through teams, and that's really not the case. Which is fine. Like, I love a challenge. I think for any team, if it comes too easy, it's a problem. You need to have a challenge because like it's not going to always be that easy. I just thought it would have been a little different because it's certain teams like who you wouldn't think would have beaten them, they have beat them. And
like the Atlanta Hawks,
the Kings too, I think beat them.
The Atlanta Hawks beat the Nets. Like what?
So and maybe it's because like they're still trying to learn each other, and so I think like that can take some time to like become a unit and learn how to play like collectively as one. So maybe that's it. I don't know. But it's been interesting to see. It's been interesting.
Yeah, KD look good out there. Like he looks great.
So maybe it's just taking some time just for him and Kyrie to just be on a flow, and that takes time to like come together as one. So. We still got time. It's just in these first few games, it's just been like, they weren't blowing through people like how I thought, which is fine.
I mean, it's what like 5-6 games into the NBA. Like, you gotta just take it with a grain of salt because like some players gonna have good games,
and some players are not.
Some players are not. So you can't really. But I feel like after the All-Star. You really gotta kind of
pick it up,
pay attention now, like
and see like is this gonna really work when it's time? So, or you have teams like the Miami Heat. They were a finals team,
runner up. Jimmy Butler didn't play a good game recently. So I mean, like I said, some days it's not gonna click.
Do you think like maybe they are tired still?
I mean, because you can say that for the Lakers. I mean, but they formed 2 right now.
Yeah.
So, I mean, you can say that about them. But
yeah. I don't know. These are all just questions. Like because like I would have thought like coming into this season like Miami would have been like, all right.
It would have been like. They left off from where, picked up where they left off.
Yeah. Yeah. So these are all just questions. And once again, we are still early in this season. But like on the other end of the spectrum, like you have teams such as the Kings, like you stated before, like who were not in the bubble.
Man.
And they are.
I said last time, like, y'all gotta watch out for the Kings, man. Like, don't sleep on them at all.
They are something to watch currently.
It's like the teams that's been under the radar.
The Phoenix Suns.
Yeah, Phoenix Suns. They they the best right now as of right now. So the teams that you would think
never thought,
are coming up. You know what I'm saying? So like,
or you have players who went to other teams and those teams are like kind of struggling. The Washington Wizards.
Oh man,
with like Westbrook and Bradley Beal.
They finally won their first game without Westbrook. So what that tell you? I'm just saying.
See, and you would have thought like these changes. I'm not, and it's once again it's early, but some of this stuff tells you some stuff too though. Like, is it going to continue to be like this? Is a switch going to flip eventually? What's going to happen? So it's stuff to watch out for. It's stuff to watch out for. It's not as black and white as you would have thought like going into this new season. Which is going to make for a great NBA season.
Right, because we don't have, I mean, hopefully this season we won't have the usuals going into the playoffs because like people get tired of seeing the same teams.
Sorry, guys.
Just people just get tired of watching the same people going to the finals. Like, mix it up.
This might be the year for a mix-up.
I hope so.
This might be the year for a mix-up.
I don't know.
But overall, it's still early.
But okay, I do want to talk about Steph Curry and the Warriors because I've seen people dragging Steph Curry on Twitter for the simple fact that People, you know how people were dragging LeBron for playing with a crappy team and having to carry the load. That's what people are saying about Steph Curry. Like, oh, he may not be
Don't do that.
the great,
Steph is
because he playing on the sucky team right now. He don't have no help.
But the Warriors, before like they had that little time period, were always under the radar.
They were under the radar before they got popping.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
So this is kind of that. This is kind of that again.
I mean,
like,
teams gonna have that
fluctuate.
Yeah, like the Lakers. They were three-peat, then they fell off, and they came back in 2009. Like,
so yeah, Steph Curry is always gonna be Steph. Like,
he just needs some help.
This is not gonna take away from the fact of like what Steph can do on the court.
Right.
He's a 3-point god. Like,
but it's like, can he carry a team though? Like sometimes I feel like he don't.
It's not like he's not motivated.
He don't.
And that's kind of with anything.
He's
like
not
if
this.
you don't. That's what it's anything though. Like if you don't have the right pieces. I can't carry this whole load by myself.
I mean, but LeBron did, and
everybody not built the same.
That's what I'm saying.
And I think Steph's team is really young too. That's a lot of young players.
They still missing Clay.
And who knows what Draymond be out there doing. So I'm not gonna fault him for this. I'm not knocking him for this. It's just a rough patch. And you go through it. You just gotta get through it.
Yeah.
And I don't really, the people who be dragging folks, I don't really pay no attention because, like, have they ever stepped foot on a court before? Have you ever played in the NBA or in a professional league? No. So I can't really take what you say to heart. I can't. But I will say I do think he need help. Like, I've always think that great players need the help.
Oh, yeah.
So, because I feel like Giannis has the help now. So who knows, like, what the books are going to turn around. Like, yeah. It's just, at this point, it's a wait. You just got to wait. It's a wait.
I mean, it's way too early. So,
yeah.
Can't predict nothing now.
I'm not saying the Warriors is going to go all the way, but the game is unpredictable. You never know. You just never know.
Right. You don't know who's going to turn up one day. Like,
anything can happen. Anything can happen. Anything can happen. Great episode.
Yeah.
This was short and sweet. It's a little preview of what's to come. We are doing reels on Instagram. I'm excited about these reels. I think the feature has been out there, but we're just now doing them. So just be watching our reels and just look out. Follow us on the YouTube. Subscribe to the channel. Leave us a comment.
What's the YouTube?
The YouTube. Hey, great question.
Right.
The YouTube, it is WDWKAS Podcast. Make sure you follow us. Like, comment, all of that. Subscribe. All of that. And on Twitter. What's the Twitter?
Twitter? Glad you asked. So the Twitter is What Do Women Know One, and that's KNO, the number 1.
Oh, the Instagram is already popping, but make sure you follow us on there too. The Instagram is also WDWKAS Podcast. It's a new year. 2021 is going to be great for everybody, us. So just stay tuned. As always, I am Bree Nicole.
And I'm Vicki D.
We'll see y'all next week. Peace.
Hey man, what the do y'all know about sports?